This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and today we're going to go over the e-commerce calendar. If you purchase the calendar, hopefully this video is going to be helpful to you on how to use the calendar. So as we open it up, the top half of the calendar, may have to do this way. The top half of the calendar goes through some different information about eCom Sellers to help you on your journey. So hopefully you'll review that and can use that to help you on your e-commerce journey. All right, the next page is how to use this calendar. So this calendar was designed for you to actually be able to use on a daily basis. We've got blocks and spaces for you to fill in your information. So you'll notice that there's a notes and tasks section. You can use that however you want, whatever works best for you. You can write into your calendar every single day. I think you have like 10 blocks or lines on each one of the days of the week. So you can use that information to help you fill in all the things that may be happening in your business and your personal life and so on. So at the top half of this example, we've got like personal health, fitness, family, finances. At the bottom, I've got sourcing, listing, shipping, marketing, admin. Again, you choose the tasks. We just developed an example template. It's not something that you are required to use. So you decide what you want to put over here under the notes and task column. And then as I go across, when I look at personal, like if I'm putting on my personal activities in this example, I might put down the personal activities like Sunday, I'm going to be an usher at church. I'm getting my nails done on Monday, and Thursday I have Bible study. So you can, again, list it however you want to. You don't have to use the example that I created or that we created. I also have in this example times. Sometimes that's helpful for people to know when they're doing what, so there's space enough for you to write the times. The great thing about this calendar is it actually is thick so that it can be written on every single day. You may or may not want to use a pencil as a starting point instead of a pen, but if you want to use a pen, that's fine. And so you can put the times so you can gain control, and maybe you want to put your times for your entire day as times in order of 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., or whatever. Or maybe you just want to put general information like I have here. So you can represent it in times or just the task itself. As I go across, you can see the many different examples. So I'm going to go over to sourcing. So I have a line here for sourcing, and I say that I'm sourcing at Target and Walmart on Monday. Wednesday, I'm doing wholesale food sourcing, and Friday, I'm doing bundles research. Again, in this example. So you can figure out how you want to, again, use the task column and fill in the lines on your calendar to use it to maximize your productivity and your consistency in your business. Okay. If you're a time block person, again, writing out your times in blocks, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., all the way down, or just having generic information. Some people don't like time blocks, so it's just another way in which you can display the information or the tasks you have to do. The next thing is that you have a section for daily holidays, monthly holidays, and international holidays. So you can, again, use the daily holidays, the monthly holidays, and the week and the international holidays to help you with sourcing ideas, strategies, and tips. If you're going to source, I will always recommend that you figure out what you're going to source and source that at least 2 to 3 months in advance. So, or at least a month in advance. If you're not going to do 2 to 3 months, you could do a month in advance. So I could start sourcing for Easter in March. I can start sourcing for back to school in June. So that's 1 month in advance versus 2 months or 3 months, getting those wholesale orders in, placing the orders with the wholesale supplier, figuring out what you're going to list for Christmas. Again, filling in your planner to be able to do that. And then the other thing is you might also use this if there are key dates about the platform that you sell on. Maybe there is a cutoff date in which they want all of the Q4 inventory to be shipped in. If you're having to do fulfillment on Amazon, then this is another way to make a note of what the requirement is this year for Amazon for shipping in your Q4 to make sure it's available for Christmas. or maybe your platform has a deadline on a specific thing, or maybe they're changing a rule on something that you can or cannot do on that platform. So you can make a note of that in your calendar so that you don't forget it as you hang it up on the wall. Okay. So the monthly holidays, international holidays, and daily holidays are designed specifically to help you with your sourcing. Because sometimes there are sourcing challenges and we just like, oh, we don't know what we're going to source. Then you also have the e-commerce quick tips. You can reference that. There's roughly about 5 tips for each one of the platforms and also each one of the e-commerce selling methods. So as I previously said, this is January. You can see you have a column for the task and it goes all the way across. You also have holiday dates. These are primarily the US holiday dates that are on here for you to use and reference. So you can also put in additional holidays that you think are helpful to note. Again, you have roughly about 10 lines here for writing. So write in what works for you and what you think is going to be beneficial in your daily operations or to keep you on task. This column continues down. So remember that Sunday starts here and Monday starts here. This is for you to write, and you can write and use it going across if you want to, if you're tracking information and you want to plan. All right. So we're going to just go through, I'm going to flip through this real quick. It's thick paper, very thick. So again, it's easy for writing on. It's more like cardboard indirectly. So then that way you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I take this down every single day and I got to put it back up. Okay. All right. So now we're into the next section, which is the daily holidays. Here's the daily holiday section. As I mentioned before, you can use this to help you make some decisions around sourcing or get sourcing ideas, be inspired by it, so that you can continue to be profitable and always have products to sell in your business. Okay. So daily holidays goes on to the next section. Again, this is a wall calendar. So once you hang it up, you'll be able to see that information. All right. The next is the monthly holidays. So in the monthly holidays, you see the monthly holidays color coded, covers through each one of the months and what are the monthly holidays. So again, it's a wall calendar. You just hang it up and you can see all of the months at a glance and use that to your benefit. All right. The next is international dates. So we have international holidays. Again, using this to be able to be inspired by potential sourcing ideas, what's happening, what's coming up. You have it as a reference. Okay. And then you have year at a glance. So you can go ahead and see what's happening in 2023, or at least not what's happening, but you'll be able to see the entire calendar. If you want to make some notes about different things, maybe you're blocking off your vacation for next year. Hopefully we're all COVID free. And then you have the e-commerce tips, as I previously mentioned, just some tips about the different platforms. And you can use that and also the different e-commerce methods and use that as a reference. The next is the tools section. So as you continue on your e-commerce journey, you may discover over time that there's a handful of tools that might be helpful to you in your business. So you can reference some of the tools. The one thing that we did, I put in here that you're not required to use tools to do this business. It is optional, and that you can still be profitable and successful without using a boatload of tools. But over time, you may decide that you want to streamline your operations, automate them, simplify them. Tools can be helpful in doing that. So it also can be helpful if you get a VA and you want to outsource some of that. Then you have on your wall calendar, a place where you can write important dates, contacts, and any other notes that you want to make so that you have that as a reference for next year. All right, so I hope this information is helpful. On the back side, you have the awesome do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. So if you have any questions in using the wall calendar, you can always reach out to support at ecomsellers.com. Again, support at ecomsellers.com. And we'd be more than happy to help you on your e-commerce journey. All right.